The most infamous issue in beginner golfers is easily the slice. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on DLUT3, where recently, and only recently, I've been giving you a lot of golf tips, and I might stick with it because I like it. Today, I will be going over 5 ways you're slicing the ball. Slicing the ball is one of the biggest issues in golf. It happens to all players, and I mean all players, even on the pro level. One little mistake in your alignment, that ball is going to curve very uncontrollably, and if you're a beginner, it is very likely that you're not controlling it at all, and that every single shot is a slice. So today I'll be going over some stuff you can do next time you find yourself at the range that can really help you in trying to at least minimize the slice. But before I get into this, I do want to go over why you are slicing the club. Now, to do that, I was going to use my own club. I have a 3-wood here in my hand. I'm not going to use my driver because I don't really have a lot of space, and I don't really have a lot of space to really get up and show you, but I'll do my best. But because I am lefty, and I assume most of you are righty, for your own enjoyment, I will be flipping the video. So do not question if things look a little weird. Now, the reason why you're slicing the ball is very simple. Your club face is open. And for more visuals, what I'll do is right here, I will put a ball. So you can imagine hitting a ball and you want the club to be square. And I'll be showing you what happens. And basically, when you have an open face, I think you can probably guess it, when you're coming in to hit that ball, your club face looks like that. What that does is it puts side spin on the ball, and because your driver and woods have grooves, it's really going to dig in, capture that ball, and put some side spin on it. And you will especially know this if the ball seems to be pushed at the start of its flight path every single time you hit the ball and slice it. So now that all's said and done, please be sure to subscribe to my channel, leave a like, share this video with somebody who has a slice and needs it, and we'll get into reason 1 as to why this club face is being so open. Your grip is very weak. Now, a weak grip is pretty simple to visualize. Basically, if you look at my hand, when I come in, because my grip is very weak, I'm not going to be able to turn it over, because on your backswing and on the downswing, your club face should be open because that's the normal flight path of the club. But when you come in, you have to roll your hands through. And so if you have a weak grip, you're not going to be rolling your hands. And so your weak grip will trail behind your club face, leading to that open face and eventually slicing the ball. You need to grip it a lot harder in order to keep your hands rolling through. And if you grip it too hard to the point where it's hooking, then tone it back. Try to find a good median where you can put a lot of force or a good amount of force on the handle without too much that is you're hooking it left or slicing it. However, if this is still not enough and you're still slicing the ball, then you should probably think about reason 2, your hand position. I don't really know how I'm going to be able to do this. I'm under my bed right now in college. I'll try to show you. Basically, this is so stupid. Imagine the grip is just simply back, but if you normally hold the club head, it should be like this, you know? Your thumb is pointing down towards the face and is in line with the face. If you are having a slice, then what's going to happen is your hands are more going to be turned out like this, meaning that when you come in on your swing, your hands are normally going to rotate back to a normal position, leading to that club face being very open. And so what you need to do is fix it. Try to make your thumbs in line with the face of the club. And if you're still slicing the ball, then maybe you need to overcompensate and push it beyond that and get it more behind the actual face of the club. For instance, I'll give you an example. If you are slicing the ball and you have a normal grip, then what you'll need to do is you'll need to honestly turn your wrist back maybe. I was a caddy this summer, and I was actually able to see a lot of really good golfers do this because it's just natural. Remember, the biggest thing in golf is you never really want to do what is correct. You always want to do what gets you to hit the ball straight and what gets you to hit the ball far. So experiment a little next time you're practicing. Try to figure out the right grip, try to figure out where your hands should be. That way you can honestly fix the slice and maybe actually hit a ball straight and be able to play without throwing your club everywhere because you keep hitting it out of bounds. But once again, 2 reasons as to why your slicing ball might not be enough. So we'll get into reason 3. And this is the biggest reason that a lot of people don't tell you. Your hands are in front of the club. Or in other words, you are swinging your driver like an iron. In golf, there's a basic way to swing the clubs. With your irons, your hands want to be in front of the ball. But with your woods and your drivers, you want to almost flick the ball through. You want the club to hit the ball before your hands cross over it. I made an entire video about this. It's the one tip that nobody tells you about your driver because I've really not heard this tip a lot. I've seen a few things online, but a lot of people will tell you that, oh, you're slicing the ball because of the way you're coming at it. No, it's because of this. The club head's open, and a lot of the times you're swinging that club like an iron, leading to that face being open. I'll show you why. Your woods are naturally a lot longer, and because of that, they're really gonna lag behind a lot more than an iron. Furthermore, when you swing your woods and driver, you come at a more shallow angle naturally because of that length. So when you're coming in, this is kind of what it should be. See, my hands are in line with the driver. But a lot of the times when you slice the ball, your hands are more going to be like this, and you're going to be in front of that. Because that's a very abnormal wrist position, it'll lead you to open that face and put slice on the ball. So what you need to do is do more of a flick. Bring your hands and flick the club. That club head needs to catch up with your wrist because naturally it'll get behind it in your backswing. It's really got to flick it. You really got to flick it out so that it catches up and hits that ball square. Now, if you flick it too much and you top it or hook it, then once again, tone it back. But still, you should really be doing that because if you're slicing the ball, it is very likely you are leading with your hands. But even if you're doing that and you're still slicing the ball, then I recommend doing number 4. Step number 4 in this is to put the ball more in front of your stance. If you're dealing with a slice, I think a very simple solution, if you really don't want to get into all the physics and tweaks of the golf swing, is very simply put the ball very forward in your stance. Because when that happens, you are giving yourself time for your wrist to turn over so that your club head can hit it square. That's what I did. When I first stopped my slice and first got the dynamics right, I put the ball really in front of my stance. It was almost on my right foot. Sorry, I'm lefty. It was almost on my left foot. If anything, it was outside of my left foot because I really needed to give my wrist enough time to roll over. Now that I got more used to the swing though, I can be able to put it where it's normally supposed to go. If you see the ball though in the middle of your stance and you're slicing the ball, you should really put it more in front because like I said before, your wrists are not having enough time to roll over and hit that ball square. So put it more in front of your stance, see what happens, and if it's still too much, then try to push it a little bit. But if it gets too far in front of your stance, like I'd say a really solid bit outside of your front foot, maybe you should think of something else and maybe you should really try to get into the other steps. But the very last thing that I want to get into is pretty simple. It is balance. Basically, if you are not transferring the weight of your back foot into your right foot and you're not following through with your swing, you're probably not going to hit it straight. Now, this isn't necessarily a way to, I guess, stop your slice, but any mishits you have or any hooks or slices that you have, you really should be transferring your weight. If you're not balanced and you really have no firm swing that is controlled and smooth, you're not going to be hit that ball straight and you're not going to be hitting it consistent because you need to stay balanced. go over the dynamics of a golf swing in your backyard. You don't really need a ball to be able to swing right. Go in your backyard, bring your clubs, and just take a few swings. Try not to get into the ground so that you don't destroy your lawn and your dad will get mad at you, but take a wood or a driver and just go through the dynamics. Try to look up a YouTube tutorial on how to swing a golf club, or see a pro do it and try to mock them a little bit. Try to be an athlete. Be an athlete, stay balanced, and try to swing the club like people normally swing a club, and stay balanced and be smooth with it. So while this last hit might not have been an exact reason to stop the slice, it should be a general reason that if you are hooking the ball, slicing the ball, topping the ball, or chunking the ball, you should really try to be balanced and really try to do a smooth swing that'll be consistent all the time. So with that, those are 5 reasons why you are very likely slicing the ball. If you're still struggling to slice the ball after this, I would probably consider getting a lesson, or you just might need to really take some time and practice. Golf is a hard sport, and hours at the range are what it is needed to really be a good golfer. So really, next time you step up to the ball, give yourself a check. Is my grip strong? Is the ball in the spot that I want it to be? I really need to flick the club. I really need to make sure I'm balanced in my swing. These things should be running through your head as you're about to swing the club and hit the ball. So just make sure you have all of these things in mind. Make sure you practice them so that you can actually learn how to not hit a slice. And if you begin to start hooking the ball, then basically do the exact opposite of what I tell you to do in this video. Maybe not a lot, but you need to find a medium. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you could share this to a friend so that they can possibly fix their slice. And I really hope that this helps you fix your slice. So once again, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in 2 weeks.